4 years ago, Yankees starting pitcher Domingo was placed on administrative leave by Major League Baseball after an investigation was launched into him regarding a potential domestic violence situation. And in January of the next year, 2020, Herman was suspended by the league for the first 63 games of the season, 81 games overall, which included the time he missed in 2019 at the end. Details regarding what actually happened that led to MLB starting an investigation came out, as it was revealed that Herman slapped his girlfriend at a Yankees charity event while drunk and eventually became even more violent when they got home, with his girlfriend hiding and locking herself in a room to stay safe. Another Yankees player and his wife came to pick her up, with the wife staying with Herman's girlfriend while the player tried to calm Herman down. Authorities were actually not called that night, so there was no police report, but the incident was reported to MLB by someone else who worked for the Yankees. So, like I said, Herman was suspended 81 games, returned in 2021, and has kind of just been there for the last couple of years. He missed a lot of the last season, the 2022 season, because of an issue with his right shoulder, being limited to just 14 starts and 72 and a third innings. But as far as this season, 2023, Herman has made a ton of headlines. Earlier in the year, Herman was suspected of using an illegal substance while pitching in a game against the Twins, yet was told to wash his hands and nothing happened. Let's skip ahead about exactly a month later against the Blue Jays, and the same kind of situation would happen, but this time it ended differently, with Herman being ejected from the game since the 4 umpires agreed it was something illegal being used, being suspended for 10 games because of it. So April was the drama against the Twins, May was the drama that resulted in an ejection and suspension against the Blue Jays. So what did June have in store? Oh, nothing too crazy, just a perfect game. Of all people in the universe to throw a perfect game, I don't think Domingo Herman was at the top of anyone's guessing list. But then again, I guess that's how baseball works, right? A lot of the perfect games thrown in the history of the game were by guys you would not expect. It happened on June 28th in Oakland, as Herman would go out and go 27 up, 27 down against the A's, striking out 9 hitters in the process and doing it all in under 100 pitches. Just ridiculous efficiency by the most random pitcher you would expect to do such a thing. But again, that's baseball. Herman didn't have anything too noteworthy happen in the month of July, breaking his 3-month stretch of being in the news about something, but maybe he had something massive brewing for the month of August, and that turns out to be the case. So what did Domingo Herman have in store for this month? Getting drunk and going absolutely berserk in the Yankees clubhouse. Out of seemingly nowhere, the Yankees placed Herman on the restricted list, putting out a statement that read, "Domingo Herman has agreed today to voluntarily submit to inpatient treatment for alcohol abuse. He will be placed on the restricted list for the time that he is away from the club. It is critical that Domingo completely focuses on addressing his health and well-being. We will respect his privacy as he begins this process." And with that, the message was pretty clear that Herman was done for the rest of this season. The next question was, well, what exactly happened to lead to this? Oh, something happened. On Tuesday afternoon, Domingo Herman arrived to Yankee Stadium appearing intoxicated, going into the clubhouse, and that's when all hell broke loose. This is what Lindsay Adler of the Wall Street Journal reported. Quote, "The next afternoon, Herman arrived at the ballpark and appeared intoxicated, according to multiple people who interacted with him that afternoon. He entered the clubhouse and argued with teammates. He flipped at least one couch while teammates and staff tried to get him to calm down. During the outburst, Herman verbally lashed out at Boone along with others. Aaron Boone, the manager, Aaron Boone declined to comment on his interactions with Herman on Tuesday. The team, in an effort to get Herman to contain the situation, briefly sent him into a sauna in an attempt to sweat out the alcohol, according to people who were present. Eventually, Herman was held in the team's nap room while his teammates prepared for Tuesday night's game. Team security was stationed outside of the room while Herman recuperated. It is unclear what time Herman left the ballpark, but the Yankees worked with the MLB Players Association to get assistance for him that evening." End quote. Oh, but there's more. Not only did Herman flip a couch, but he smashed a TV and made jokes while teammate Ron Marinaccio, someone who was just sent down to the minor leagues, packed his bags for AAA. I mean, it's just, of course, a very confusing situation. Why in the world was Herman so angry? I mean, according to these reports, it seems as if he just showed up drunk and angry unprompted. Like, what randomly gets you to a point where you're flipping couches, smashing TVs, and mocking teammates who were just sent down to AAA? I mean, pretty messed up stuff, and the alcohol is clearly an issue and a big part of it all. He was drunk when he slapped his girlfriend and made her so scared she had to hide in a locked closet, and he was drunk when becoming an absolute monster in the Yankees clubhouse. So the Yankees made the most obvious move here to get him off the team for the rest of the year and have him get help. Manager Aaron Boone, who, like it was reported, was one of the people Germán lashed out against, had this to say regarding the situation. Quote, "He is a sweetheart of a guy. So when you see something that certainly has now affected his livelihood and more importantly his life, and you know how serious it is very sad for someone that's very talented. I think that's the biggest thing. My takeaway of it all is just hope and pray that he gets the right kind of help that truly gets him going in the right direction for the rest of his life." End quote. It's hard to feel any sympathy for a guy who slapped his girlfriend, someone who he's actually now married to with kids, and to feel sympathy for someone who's seemingly such a terrible teammate. I don't know if there's a right way to feel about Germán, as everyone is entitled to their own feelings and opinions, but as far as me, I just don't really see why he should ever pitch for the Yankees again, at least, maybe even for any team. He's really burned his bridges with the Yankees. He has a lot of issues, and don't we all, but this is some pretty serious stuff, and I hope he gets the help he needs, for his sake and for the people around him's sake. Just a really weird year for Domingo Germán. Like, I'm still in awe he threw a perfect game, just the 24th in baseball history, yet he's easily one of the most disliked and hated players in baseball. If it wasn't already the case before this newest incident, it's especially hard to see many players who would want to be his teammate. Let me know what you think about the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.